Show Green Clean, Pain Solutions, Royal Fitness and Cosmetic Couture, and on with the action. And fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 42 contests, 3 wins, 38 defeats, and a solitary draw. He weighed in at 11 stone, 4 pounds and 10 ounces. He wears the red shorts with silver trim. He hails from Islington in London. Ladies and gents, Jordan Brown Eagle Grannum. And in the opposing red corner, tonight he makes his professional debut. He weighed in at 11 stone, 2 pounds. He wears the right white shorts with blue trim and gold panels. He comes from Salford. Ladies and gents, big round of applause for Kieron Swifty Leonard. Ladies and gents, your suit in charge of Mr. Kurt Hasley, your timekeeper Phil Morris, and your referee when the action begins is Darren Sargentson, who will give both fighters his final instructions.
Those both of those people will hit them low, watch your heads, when they say breaking step, open ball and fence all the time.
This is 4 3-minute rounds and a 1-2 division.
Here we go then, big night for Kieron Leonard tonight. Joining me on commentary, Aky Karim. And Aky, you know a little bit about Kieron, don't you?
Yeah, I've been sort of with him in the build-up to this fight, and he's been putting in the hard work, especially this last week, as you know, getting down to weight and all that. And he's brought a few people with him tonight, and I'm looking forward to see him kick off his professional career.
Yeah, we say it every time someone makes a debut on these shows, but the first round's so important. It's just to settle down, use that jab, start using your boxing skills, and really establish yourself early on.
Yeah, definitely, and he's not in there with any sort of a spring chicken, so to speak. Jordan Grannum is a good fighter. He knows his way around the ring, sporting some cool retro socks as well, which is always gets a bit of respect, doesn't it? You got some socks like that, haven't you?
I'm not supposed to talk about them.
Oh right, sorry. But a cagey opening round so far.
Yeah, he started well behind this jab, though. He's not gone chasing with that right hand like you see so many people do on the debuts. Yeah, like you said, Jordan Grannum's tough as anything. We saw him in with Bradley Ray a few weeks ago, the VIP show. Very difficult to hit.
I think he fought Jake Kelly, it was, at Wythenshawe Forum.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows his way around. He's an experienced guy.
Important not to get frustrated as well, isn't it? Just use that jab, like he is doing so far. It's been a good opening round, this.
Yeah, and Kieron's going to be nervous, of course. It's his professional debut. It's one of the biggest fights of your career, obviously, and you got to get the sort of nerves out of the way first, haven't you, before you can settle into a rhythm.
That's nice work, switching from head to body.
Yeah, he just up the tempo nicely there, didn't he? Picked his spot well. Good jab by Jordan as well, though.
Yeah, that's one thing you'll get from Grannum as well. He'll always be firing back. He's not one of these journeymen that just tucks up on the ropes and happy to breathe through the rounds. He will throw stuff back, which is perfect on your debut as well, because it gives you some openings as well. You know, little success that you can have. Kieron's looked good so far.
Grannum tucking up nicely there as well, but Kieron's doing well, you know, on his debut so far, isn't he? Doesn't seem to be too phased or flustered. He's settling into his rhythm now.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? He's got into his rhythm nice and early. Said earlier, he's not chasing around with that right hand. He's just using his jab.
And Gary in the corner there, just calling for some lateral movement, and that's a good idea in front of Grannum, because Grannum's trying to cut the ring off on him now. Kieron, of course, hoping to go 1-0 tonight to match your record. You're 1-0 now, aren't you? Undefeated. You retired undefeated as well, haven't you? Which is a very high accolade. Well done there, Luke. Switching to body and head nicely again there is Kieron. Putting them together nicely. Just wants to make sure he doesn't punch himself out, but a good round.
Here we go, round two then. Little interesting fact from cameraman Lee Hogan during the break then. This is Jordan Graham's 41st fight on the road in 17 months. Pretty impressive stuff that, isn't it? Especially at this level as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you call him a cameraman, but I call him a legend. You know, he's more than just a cameraman to me. Now, Kieron steps out here with a bit of ambition here, trying to pin Jordan on the ropes. Working downstairs to the body.
That's a nice jab from Grannum though. Yeah, he got a couple of wins early on in his career as well, Grannum. He's more than capable of getting wins.
Definitely. And, you know, when I see someone jab into the body, I'm always thinking to myself, when's the right hand over the top coming?
Yeah.
Trying to set that shot up, and he's a wily guy, and he's going to be a box of tricks, so Kieron needs to sort of stay alert for the entire duration of this fight.
And Gary Booth calling for that jab again, and we mentioned it in the first round. He's just got to get back to that now. He doesn't really want to get involved, does he? Just use that jab.
No, with someone who's a lot more experienced, you want to sort of play to your own strengths. You know, he's very fit and he's fresh, Kieron. Just work off the jab, find your angles. He's doing a decent job now, but Jordan's just holding the centre of the ring, which is a bit of a change of dynamic from the first round.
Yeah, and it requires a whole different skill set, doesn't it? Being on the back foot to being on the front foot. But
what would you say you're best at, back or front foot?
Neither. What about you, Ed? You had a little bit of a go when you were younger?
I'm 100% a front foot fighter, me, 100%. Good output here from Kieron. Just needs to make sure he doesn't, wear himself out too much. That's a good left hook there from Jordan.
Yeah, he was open for that a little bit, leaning over.
Comes back with a good little body shot.
That left hook again from Grannum. You could hear from the corner, and that's not where they want Kieron to be, is it? They want him to be behind that jab.
That's what they're calling for. He just needs to take a half step back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I've been watching him spar recently. You know, he's been putting in the work, though. You know, as I say. But you know, Jordan's just, as I say, he's seen it all. As you said, there 41 fights in 17 months. He's not going to be fazed by anything.
No.
He knows when to tuck up. He knows when to fire back, and he knows when to try and use his physicality against his opponent.
Just a little nod from approval of Grannum then. That right hand just got through the guard.
Blocked that one nicely.
Here we go, round three. First two in the bank quite comfortably, I think, Kieron.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the second one was an interesting one. It was a lot closer. But yeah, I mean, two good rounds for him. Just got to make sure he stays with the pace now.
Yeah, and people forget how physically demanding it is. Even these 4 rounds, it's such hard work.
And it's completely different. Is a lot of that nervous energy. You know, when you step in the pro ring, the nervous energy can really fatigue you a bit earlier than it would normally.
Yeah, and a lot of fighters see the debut as something they just want to get through, not necessarily look good or anything like that. They just want to get the win and go home.
He started off nicely though, a nice little step and right hook to the body he just threw a few seconds ago. Holding the centre of the ring now as well, getting a few shots off. Just wants to be careful not to open up too much in front of Grannum, but it's good signs. It's good signs from Kieron.
Yeah, just falling in a little bit with that right hand, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just leaving himself open.
Yeah.
You see he's really digging in now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Putting a lot of effort into these shots.
Grannum's got a solid defence, hasn't he? And a lot. I mean, the way he's cupping these shots and taking them on the gloves, they can actually tire out the offensive fighter.
Yeah, you feel like you're having little success, don't you? You're throwing a lot of shots and not many are getting through because Grannum's just catching them.
But he's winning the round, Kieron, because obviously his output's good. You know, when you're scoring a fight, you're thinking, you know, he's the one, he's the aggressor, he's bringing the action.
Grannum just making sure he knows he's there though. A nice little jab to the body a moment ago. It's been his key shot that so far, hasn't it, Grannum?
Yeah. He's got a nice quick jab, hasn't he? He varies it nicely as well, actually.
Yeah. Which just proves that, you know, he's not just someone that's come in to survive. He has got some boxing skills as well.
Slipped nicely there. That's just those, you know, he's got those good instincts, hasn't he? Slipped those 2 shots nicely.
Yeah, perfect for someone that does come on the road.
Ref stopped the action here as Darren Sargent. I'm not sure what it was. Did you see what that was for there, Luke?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Not sure what happened there. Maybe we'll try and get some clarification on that afterwards or at the end of the round.
Was he talking to him? I don't know.
Sure. I was asking him what was happening in the Super Series, results coming in, but I don't know. Right, so a good little rest for either fighter. So the action will probably pick up a little bit.
It's quite a little bonus, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Having it a few seconds in the middle of the round. Come towards the end of this one. Kieron's just starting to assert himself again, isn't he?
Yeah, that's definitely a round in the bag for Kieron, that one.
Just listening to the corner then, and the message was quite clear. They just want him to work for these last 3 minutes, because
yeah, that's what they've asked for, and Kieron's delivering on what he's been asked there.
Just got to be
He's
careful.
coming out the gate strong.
Just got to be careful not to blow himself out, though, doesn't he? Because it's a long 3 minutes.
Yeah, especially with someone who's experienced like Jordan. And I've seen Jordan under the cosh a few times in the past, and he's always come back.
Yeah.
So just needs to be mindful. But that was a good little spell there from Kieron. He's digging in. He's putting the work in.
Yeah, I know I spoke to Bradley Ray about Jordan, and he said he's just tough as anything. He's hitting him with some shots that he thought, no, they'll have an effect, and there's just nothing.
Can you stop name dropping, please, Lou? We all know you mates with Bradley Ray. Oh, no, he's unbelievable, this week, Madeira, dropping names left, right, and centre. Well, that was a good spell of action there, and it's just slowed down a little bit. As you said, maybe you know, Kieron just feeling a little bit fatigued after that flurry. But to be fair to him, still popping out the jab, still keeping busy. Jordan just closing the range a little bit now. This is where you got to be careful, because Jordan's nice in punching range now.
Just wants to get behind that jab again, doesn't he?
And he's throwing them short little hooks now, isn't he, Jordan?
Just complaining about a low blow.
Ref telling him to get on with the job. Jordan's having success with the shorter shots when he throws them short on the inside.
This is good for him.
He's putting it on Kieron a little bit here. This will test his mettle, which is what you need on your debut. Pushing him back a little bit.
Been a good round this from Grannum.
Yeah, it has, yeah. But to be fair to Kieron, he's coming back now. He's putting him, on the back foot, showing some resilience. That's what we want to see.
Oh, lovely shot again from Grannum, though.
Yeah, Grannum just opened up there, didn't he? With some hurtful looking shots. I mean, if they'd landed flush, that could have been dangerous.
Got to use that jab again now.
That's the thing, you can never ever go to sleep when you're in there with a veteran journeyman.
No.
Not even for a second. Because when they want to switch it on, they'll switch it on.
Yeah, and Grannum's showing what we were talking about before.
Yeah. But fair play to Kieron, because he took some good little short shots there and a good little jab downstairs to the body. He's taken them. He's not looking for the exit or anything like that. And he's firing back. He's got a good will. Good last round. I'll give the last round to Jordan, but overall that's running it back for Kieron on his pro debut.
Yeah, 100%. I think he did enough in the first three. There's no doubt who that last round went to, but the first three was surely enough for Kieron. We're walking out of here 1-0.
Which matches your record. Well, that would be a night in anyone's book. I won my first fight. I lost five in a row afterwards. Listen, I'm not one of them guys you want to get into one of them with because I'm more immature than you.
That's why I'm a 70. That's why I just sat here and back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for our two combatants. Ladies and gents, your scoring referee, Mr. Darren Sargent, scores this bout 39-38 in favour of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner from London, Grannum. Ladies and gents, we now report as well to Kieron,